Welcome to Module 3. Today we're going to tackle the heavy backpack that you've been carrying, shame. Specifically, the fear of other people's opinions. In early recovery, this fear can be paralyzing. You worry about what they're thinking, what they're saying, or what they're whispering. Today we're going to learn how to drop that backpack and stop letting the fear of judgment control your recovery. We call this the spotlight effect. You feel like you're on a stage and everyone's waiting for you to slip. You think, do they trust me? Or do they think I'm a loser? Here's the reality check. That spotlight isn't real. It's actually your own internal shame projected on everyone else. You are judging you and assuming they are doing the same thing. I'm going to give you a hard truth from Mel Robbins right now. Adults will have negative opinions about you, no matter what you do. If you stay sober, they might think you're uptight. If you relapse, they might think that you're weak. You can't avoid judgment. So please stop wasting your precious energy trying to control it. Let it exist. Let's look at the science here. Neurology 101. The average human has around 70,000 thoughts a day. Wow, that's a lot. Most of them are random firing synapses. You can't even control your own thoughts half the time. It is neurologically impossible to control what is happening inside of someone else's head. Trying to manage their perception of you is a waste of your life force. So how do we apply the theory? Let them. Give people permission to be wrong about you. Let them have their committed misunderstandings. Let them think that you're boring. Let me focus on living a life that makes you proud. As Mel says, when you operate in a way that makes you proud of yourself, it doesn't matter what other people think. This is your most important tool for family, the frame of reference. When your family questions you or acts suspicious, it feels like judgment, but look through their lens. They aren't judging you, they're terrified. They have trauma from your past addiction. They aren't trying to control you, they're simply trying to feel safe. See the fear, not the attack. Let's play this out. You're 10 minutes late, your partner's waiting, arms crossed. Your defensive frame says, I'm doing great, why don't you trust me? But their frame says, the last 50 times you were late, you were using. The pivot here is acknowledging their fear. Say, I know being late used to mean something bad, but today it just meant traffic. I'm safe. We often make decisions to avoid disappointing people, like going to a wedding too early in sobriety. That's a recipe for relapse. Here's the new rule. Don't make decisions to make others happy. Make decisions that make you proud. Adopt this mantra. I'd rather be boring and sober than the life of the party and blacked out. It's time for an audit here. I want you to separate your fear from the facts. Write down what you think they are thinking, and then look for the evidence. Usually there isn't any. Let them have their opinion. Let me engage in the action that validates my self-worth. Stop projecting your insecurities onto them. Here's a scenario. You're at a social gathering and someone says, come on, just have one. The trap? You feel ashamed or you feel the need to explain your trauma history. Don't. Let them be pushy. That's about their relationship with alcohol, not yours. Let me say, no thank you, firmly. Keep a non-alcoholic drink in your hand and protect your boundary, not their feelings. Maybe another one, your partner is checking your phone or smelling your breath. The trap here, you explode because it's unfair. The pivot though says let them be scared. Remember their frame of reference. Let me be consistent. Trust is earned in drops and lost in buckets. You just need to keep adding drops to the bucket today. All right, let's get it on paper here. Pick a prompt out of these here. Where are you rejecting yourself and blaming it on others? Maybe describe the last 5 years from your family's perspective. I know it's hard work, but it builds empathy. Maybe finish this sentence. If I focused only on actions that make me proud, I would start. All right, let's recap here. 1. Release the spotlight effect. Most people are focused on themselves. 2. Accept that you can't control the 70,000 thoughts in someone else's head. And 3. Use the frame of reference to meet suspicion with compassion, not defense. And 4. Make decisions that make you proud. This brings us to emotional sovereignty. It means let them be who they are and let you be free. You don't need their approval to stay sober. You just need your own self-respect. That is freedom. All right, you've completed Module 3 and you're doing the hard work of releasing the shame. So next up, we're going to be heading into Module 4, where we talk about handling emotional reactions, tantrums, guilt trips, and making those hard decisions. I'll see you there. Stay sober, not boring.